The moment I turned 18, everything changed. The world became dark, my skin became itchy, and I felt like something is always watching me. People started to repeat the JOB word of some sort, which made my head ring, but I don't even know what it even means. One day I woke up, looked in the mirror, and saw a date carved out on my body. That's why I'm recording this with only one arm. Now, in all serious business though, being an adult is not that bad. Here you have insurance, you're completely responsible for your own actions, you really start to need money. But besides that, is chill. Maybe it's just me, probably it is, and here's why. I'm likely different than you are right now. I'm not employed, I'm not studying, so you might say I'm not doing shit. Which isn't wrong, but ain't right either. Since I have time and the blessed opportunity to do it, I am doing this YouTube. And TikTok and Insta, but mainly YouTube, which as you can tell is making me millions. But it ain't about money. Well, not entirely, but I need some algorithm luck sooner than later. I actually don't mind this. I'm using my adult youth to do something I was always scared to do, to put myself out there. Instead of, taking the regular path most people are taking, I decided to stop making stupid excuses and actually try something I was scared of. Now, if you would be so kind to scroll through my channel after this video, you will see that my speaking was a whole lot of garbage just a few months ago, which it kind of still is now, but clearly better. And that's what it's all about, slow improvement, but improvement nonetheless. Now, what does this really have to do with being an adult? Well, the answer is simple, everything. Being an adult doesn't change your life entirely right away. After all, you're only 1 year older than last year, just like every other year. But the thing is, you now have full freedom, full consequences, but full control. You don't have to do anything, but you also don't have to do everything. People overload themselves at this age so much that they start to reminisce about their school days immediately. Talking about some back then it was easier, but bro, you just made it harder for yourself for no reason. You barely lived 18 years. Why are you tripling your load? You know what I mean? Just because society now considers you an adult, that doesn't mean you have to do everything life throws at you. Being an adult, last time I checked, doesn't mean being busy 24/7. Sometimes it sure can be like that, but what's the rush? Everyone wants to make it when they're young, and so do I, but at least enjoy some of the process. How are you supposed to do that when you're trying to study, work a job, then study again, and do whatever the fuck else because you're sacrificing your sleep as well? Imagine you did all that during your childhood instead. Wouldn't then it make sense to say that childhood is harder? That childhood is the worst thing? If the answer is yes, which it is, then the only reason adulthood is so hard and undesirable is because you make it like that. While it does seem correct, based on societal and parental standards as well as your own thoughts and experiences, to already to have things going on like a job, studies, and so on, it still doesn't have to be that way. And I'm not saying to not do those things. Surely do whatever you actually need, but I'm saying to slow down. It's not that deep. You don't need to make your life a living hell just because someone wants you to do things that you don't want to do. Once you realize that, being an adult won't be so bad. Could it be that the worst is still coming for me? Absolutely. I know God will do what needs to be done, but I don't know, man. This last winter was really hard on me, so maybe I'll be fine. But what if the best is still yet to come? Look how little we actually lived out of a whole life. Why would the best suddenly have to be before we turn into adults. That just doesn't make any sense. So, with that, being an adult isn't actually that bad. Time is ticking, but time is always ticking. It doesn't matter what age you are, time will always go by, and all you can is to make the most of it. I'm not saying to go out partying every time, which you absolutely shouldn't do, but just relax. Go outside, sit on the grass or something, walk around, watch a movie, play a video game, go play basketball or something. You will be just fine.